we are going to start. Go.
Okay, so today I'm going to be discussing something that directly affects most of y'all here. I don't know if y'all are testing grades, but it's education. I want to discuss why standardized testing should not be something that's required. I see some heads nodding like yes. And as someone who graduated high school not that long ago, it's stressful. It's super stressful. It's not just stressful on y'all, it's stressful on us as well. James Pompin said in Why Standardized Tests Don't Measure Education, he said the chief indicator of a school's success is based on your test scores. So that's your value as a teacher is dependent on how well a student is testing. So you can do all you can, but if the student isn't testing good, it looks bad on y'all, like y'all aren't doing your jobs and y'all aren't doing as good as another teacher who might have kids that just do better on tests. And that's something that's not right, because that's not good for y'all, because it's not something that encourages you to do something better. Because say 1 year you have kids that do really, really poor, and then you have Mrs. Montes or Mrs. Ford coming and like, yo, what's going on? Why are your test scores low? And it's like, I don't know, like I did my best, and it puts a damper on everything. Not just y'all, it's just kids and even parents. It's like, okay, you're coming and parents are like, why are my kids not going to the next grade? Why are they not doing this? Like, it's just not right. It's not right at all. Not only that, 50 to 80% of what's tested on standardized tests is not included in textbooks. So it's kind of one of those things that you're just thrown out there and you're like, okay, I have kind of like a rubric to teach, but what's that going to guarantee that it's going to be on the test? So there's no guarantees with standardized tests. And you can go off what's gone on the years before, but after that, I mean, that's not going to be on the test. And that's happened to me. I've tested in 1 grade, and then they're like, okay, we base the test off the previous year, and I go in, and it's just like, what is this? What is this? Thankfully, I passed all of mine, so that's great. And it's something that Quinn Mullen said in his Harvard review, that increased focus on test prep has had a profoundly negative impact on the quality of education many students receive, because that's something that students have to do. It's forced upon them. And teaching isn't supposed to be something that you have to feel forced to do and you have to drive in. It's something that should be fun and that you want to go to work and teach your kids these things, and kids should be excited to learn, not like, oh, I have to go and I have to make sure I have to do good to pass this test. That's not what education is about. Education is about having fun and learning. And teachers need to have that too, that they want to be excited to teach and have their kids learn. But when you're teaching just to ace a test, what's that doing for you? Nothing. And I think the best thing that education should be about is not to test to pass, but to test to progress as a future.